I won't be nearly as articulate as some of the people who have prepared remarks, but I just want to say thank you so much to our faculty from SHS for showing up for our kids at the rally yesterday and for being here for their community today. I appreciate that so much. I want to echo so many of the other speakers and say that I agree with all of the comments. I was very disappointed at the beginning of the meeting not to hear any of our council members speak out against the blatant racism that is on display down on First Street. I would have liked to hear about that from you. I would have liked to hear that disturbs you, and I did not hear that, and that disappoints me. I would like to try and understand why our law enforcement officers would cede security for our town to armed vigilantes. I can't understand how that happened or why it was allowed to happen. I can understand there's a fine line when you do allow the armed vigilantes into town. I do believe it's difficult then to give them tickets for drinking when they're not supposed to be drinking out in town. But hey, you guys let them in. You guys encouraged them. You guys stood shoulder to shoulder per car tax letter, stood shoulder to shoulder with them. And it's extremely disappointing. Yesterday, when I went down to watch the student organized and student-led rally on the corner of 2nd and D, I watched kids almost get killed by a car. I had to call 911 to ask police to come and give a presence after I had already emailed Keith Rogers to come to have officers come there and be present. Never heard back from him. I've emailed him twice, have not heard back from him yet. I got no response, so I called 911 and we finally got officers present. And that is extremely disappointing as well. I put a post on Facebook today that has been shared over 220 times asking Snohomish, who are you? What in the heck is going on when we are allowed to have armed drinking vigilantes having a party down in Snohomish while our children get clocked in the head and nearly run over in an intersection? Officer Rogers or Chief Rogers, I just want to reiterate, as other people have said, I feel like your behavior in this meeting is extremely disrespectful. It looks like you're reading Facebook right now. You have not made eye contact, looked at this camera, not one single time. And I think that is a really real demonstration of what we have. 52,000 times people have viewed Snohomish for Equity's website.
Ms. Escoto, if I could just interject, we'll give you a few more seconds. I just want to point out that I've asked everybody to please don't attack the personal character of city council or staff. And you have the First Amendment right to do this, but I just want to point out that we're not going to entertain this. But you still have, I'm going to give you some extra seconds to go ahead to finish your statement.
In the words of Maxine Waters, I'm reclaiming my time, Mayor Kartak. I don't appreciate you interrupting me. I wasn't attacking the personal character. I'm attacking the stance that I see a city representative taking in a meeting where people are trying to address him. So there you go. I really appreciate all of the comments from the community here today, especially Looking Glass. I can't wait down to go get a cup of coffee from you. I appreciate it so much. It's a really, really sad state of affairs that we have in Snohomish. I think a lot of people are questioning their decision to move here and to live here. And I would like to see a very strong and very vocal response from the council. Mayor Kartak, I would actually like to reiterate, I've been speaking as a private citizen, but I want to ask you again, as the president of Snohomish for Equity, to retract your letter and explain to the community why you belittled the mission and the purpose of our rally on Saturday. We are absolutely protesting institutional racism, and you know it. And you know it.